Let's learn about single dimensional array with C++. And normally we know the variable. If I create an integer score, for example, I just want to keep one student's exam grade, like this 90. If I do, what is going to happen in the memory? If this is the memory space, let's say this is my static memory. Currently we are not going to do dynamic memory. So this memory location is created. The name of this memory is score. And then whenever we put the 90, 90 is over here. That's good. But if you want to have several students and you would like to keep them, and if I want to create several variables like score 1, score 2, score 3, this will be unmanageable, right? If I want to find the average or highest grade or lowest grade, and all of them is going to be problem. If I have 2,000 students, am I going to create this many variables? No. If you want to create with the same type so many variables, we call this an array. So array representation can be different. We can represent differently. Like we can use a tower thing, and then we can create several of them together. But I'm going to use the conventional one going back. Like this is called array. So each memory location is held in these boxes. Okay. So I don't know how many boxes I made currently, but 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when I do this, like score 8, 8 of them is automatically created for me. So if you look at, I have one name, score, and I created 8 variables. And so if I want to initialize them, I can directly initialize it like this. So if I let me to remember 10, 20, 30, maybe this is so much. 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. I'm holding this many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of them is going to put over here. Okay. So there's going to be 10 over here. And then it goes on. And this is the 80 we have. So if you want to access the first element, we in C++, most of the languages, it's zero base index. So this is called the zeroth index, and goes first and second like this, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, right? And let me make sure I don't want to give wrong example. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, last element, if you look at, one less. So if I want to reach out, normally what do we do? For example, integer age, this is the variable. So don't get scared. This is also a variable. Okay, if I want to reach the first element, which is 10, so I can assign it to some other value. I can get from the user to assign a variable, the value to the score. So all of them are possible. I see sometimes people get scared. They use some other variable temporary and put it here. So you can treat this as a variable. Don't get worried about it. So let me try to print out the first element. I'm going to get rid of this. So score is 0, which should be printing 10. I'll just run it and let's see what do we see. Oh, I just say cin, sorry. I need to say cout. Forget about it. Let's print cout. So, and let's put here end line to start from a new line. Run it. So 10 is printed as you see. So this is great. If I want to change the value of the first element, I can come here and put here, let's say the first student get 44. Okay. Or let me put 11 so to be consistent with index number. So, oops, let's do this. So look at now, it's gonna be 11. This is perfect. So it is a regular variable. So in order to access each of them, I can access, with the name of the variable. It has to have the same type. So currently I can put only integer in here. I cannot put any other thing. If I want to put string, I just make string, double, double, all of it is possible. So this is great. So if I want to reach all of them and print, I can use for loop, and starting I equal to 0, the size is now 8. I can just print out all of them. Okay, I'm going to cheat from here and put here I. So it will print the first one. Let's put some space in between, and that's it. So each will be printed next to each other, and put a backslash n, so hello world will be in a new line. So when I do this, I'll print all of them clearly over here. I printed all of them. Great. So because we changed the 10 to 11, so it is there. So same way, if I want to, request from user, I can do all of them. But I don't want to go so much details on that. I'd like to show how can you use with a function. Okay. So let me put a function over here, integer. Oh no, this is void, for example, print content. Let me just say print. So I'd like to send the array to this guy. Instead of printing over here, I would like to print over here. Okay. So I will be sending array. So I just say score. This is an array. I don't put the size here. I need to set the size as a separate parameter. Okay. This says I am sending the first parameter is an array. Second is the size. So I use the same name, but these are two different. So let me put here s or score, my score. Let me say my score. So array. So just to show you, you don't get confused with this, scope thing. So if I want to call this one, I just come here. Let's try to call print function, print, and I need to just say it's the function name. I shouldn't be putting anything like this or any index. If I do any index, it will be the first number, or this is gonna be the second number. So I don't want to do that. I just want to set my whole array, and the size is 8. So that's it. So this becomes, my score becomes this parameter, and 8 is the size. So I will be using the same for loop over here. To be fast, I'm going to paste over here. So size is size, and score is my score. And let's try to print this by debugging. I will just move over here, hit F10. This is Visual Studio. So step by step, I'm gonna show you the result. So let's get rid of this noise and more space to us. Now we are in the main. Let's hide this too. So we are in the main, and we have only one function. So I will hit F10, so score is initialized. If you look at, we have everything nicely arranged in an array with single variable name. And F10, oops, I shouldn't be doing F10. Give me a second, I should be hitting F11, so I can branch into here, F11. So I can print each of them one by one with this function. Okay, and last one, yes. And then we come here and change, and we do the same thing without using function, and the only thing difference is we reset the first value. So one interesting thing about I'd like to tell you, and when we send the score to here, copy is not created. So it is the reference. So the score and my score is the same thing. So we are sending the lies to this one. So and actually this, if we assume this is this is in the main, this score. And when I send my score, actually my score is not, we don't do this. Just I want to show you visually. We are not creating whole arrays copy, and we are not doing this. We are not creating another like this. This is not true. So let me put a great X mark on this one with this color. So this is not true. So what is true is score, and this is the another name of my score. This is a line of it. That's it. So same thing. So this means if I change anything in here, this is going to be affected to this score because they are using the same memory location. Okay, so for that, let me do this. I'm going to copy the same variable, and I will say get fill up array. Okay, so after score initialize, I'm going to call fill up array. Actually, let me print first, and I'm going to call fill up array. So I'm going to send again the same data, same array to this guy, and then later I'm going to print it again. But fill up array is not doing anything yet. I will visit this, but this time I'm going to ask user to enter. Oh my gosh, this will be so much entry cin. So I will be asking user to enter, okay, information. But let's put a little bit information here. Enter, and then I will just say I plus 1 why I'm doing this, I is starting from 0, so I will just say it will become 1 plus of the I. It will be 1, 2, 3, 8. So it's more human readable, but machine doesn't care about it. So this should be fine. Be ready because I'm gonna do a lot of data entry. So let's kill this one and start again. And now currently we initialize this. We are gonna reprint it, and fill up array I'm going to call with F10. So we are here. Oh, I should start from new line. Do you want me to do that? Okay, then I'm gonna do this after printing. Let me put one end line. So we will start from new one. So F10. So this we are gonna print the first. There we go. And fill up array. I'm gonna hit F10. So enter the one. So let me enter 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88. And 8 of them. And when I hit enter, we come back to here and we print. Oh my gosh. I print score and score changed. As you see, it's not passed by value. It's passed by reference because we just created an alias. So array is like a huge, like a train, and with a lot of cart behind it. So if you want to send whole array, it's gonna be trouble, right? So I mean, memory-wise, because it could be thousands of elements. So by default, they designed in C++ arrays are passed by reference. That's it. So I don't need to return anything in order to change this. So you want to secure the present print function to not mess with your data. You can put here somewhere integer constant. So you are promising I'm not going to change. If I try to now come here outside and try to change the first element to let's say 66, it should give me error because it says you promise not to change, but you are changing it. So this is not allowed because of that. So looks like we got the array and passing by reference and looping on it and changing and getting data. All is well. So the homework is to you find the minimum or find the maximum or sort it out from increasing order or decreasing order. If you want me to do that, let me know. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Good day.